They're out. They're ready for their first play of the day. Back to drop. Number 8. Jonell Corbin going deep, and he hits him. Touchdown, Solano. Or possibly force a turnover. We have another running play, which they've been doing successful, and he's going to go into the end zone virtually untouched. On the 33-yard line. One-step drop, a little quick pass out to Galbraith, and he's going to hit the corner, and he's going to take it. He's to the house. That's a touch.
Scoggins drops back. He has some time. Now he's getting the pressure put on him. He's going to roll out to the left, air it out. He has a man wide open downfield. That was Jakari Murphy. Here's Scoggins. He has a lot of time. Now the pressure's on. He's going to air this one out deep. Here's Murphy. Murphy's going to catch it. And high. Here's Scoggins. Gets tripped up, going to roll out to his right, but he's got some wheels. Going to bounce outside, first down and more, doing his Kaepernick.
Hill back to throw on a bootleg. He's going to chuck it long. He wants Brian Parker. Parker catches it, and he's still going, laterals it to number 12, Justin Skates, and he is in for the Sacramento Wildcats touchdown. As the Wildcats, there are no flags on the field, and it is 6-0 Pendleton. Case back to pass, looks to his left, pump fakes. He goes long for Gregor Toros. Intercepted by Marcellus Lang, and Lang is on, and he's moving. Lang, he's going to fake a pitch. He's going to keep going. Lang down the sideline, and he's got nothing but open field. 40, on his feet still. Here goes Lang. He's on the move, and it's going to be a Sacramento Wildcat touchdown as Marcellus. Right now. So Patrick Lane continues to run the rock with authority.
Here goes the ball to the end zone.
Hill's going to chuck it to the Hounds. He's got a man. It is caught. And that is Justin Skates for another Sacramento. Hill back to pass. Evades the pocket. Steps up. He's going to chuck it long. He's got Parker, and it is a touchdown.
What a pass that was.
Brian Parker.
Pushing him back 12 yards. Nice lob to the far end of the field. What a play! Touchdown is what it looks like. Yes, it is. I don't think they were. Wow, and almost catching them offsides. It looks like there's no call. There's definitely no offsides. Open play. Sterling Montgomery to Prielli. What a touchdown. A 3rd and 18 after that pass was batted down. The pressure is on him now. Oh, boy, Wafer brought down for a safety. And the Barnstormers pick up 2 more points. A quick pass on the far end of the field, almost making his way to the end zone. Boy, so close, but he is going to. Montgomery looks to his left. A lot of time. He heaves it up in the air, and it's picked off. That's Maxie Zane. Oh, my goodness.
Stages of this third quarter, you're going to start seeing fatigue play a part in this game.
Oh, boy, Montgomery's not in on this one. Wow, what a play! Oh, my goodness, Nicholas Breland. I don't know how he did it. Burns. One-handed grab, he comes down with it.
That's like putting.
Oh, boy, that must have been it right there. Oh, my goodness. And Ellie fumbles. I don't know how he does it, but he does. Oh, my. He was so close.
A hard one. So, I mean, miracles do happen, but in reality, it might be over.
What a play offensively. Broken down, and in the middle, Jeffrey Williams. The website that gives you the answer to everything. First and 10 coming up for the Knights. Brought down right away. The defense of the Barnstormers. They've been doing that all afternoon. And obviously on the outside, then you'd have Patrick and Navarro on the inside. And, I mean, that's enough. This is kind of the similar style of defense. What a great play, though. Oh, my gosh. On a 4th down. So the Knights take the nice, oh boy, what a great kickoff return. The best one this afternoon. A 40-plus yard kickoff return for the special teams unit of the Knights, and that's a slow on getting up.
Your starting quarterback to give reps to someone else.
Absolutely. That was an absolutely great play. Wow. Off the fingertips of a defender from the Barnstormers. And another good thing with the Niners is their recent acquisition of a kicker. Oh, my goodness. It looks like it might have hit the ground.
Keep it up. That's a pretty good average.
And the quarterback taking down a fumble. And the Bandits take over. Oh, my goodness. The quarterback, Joel Bubba Allen. Bueno, Armijo. His pass is up, and it's picked off. How about that play from Brian Todd? Oh, he's not done. He's picking up some more yards. Look at Brian Todd go. And he makes his way inside. Time when we talk about best, literally this guy's like one of the top 2 or 3. I don't care who you are. And that is off the fingertips, and it's intercepted in the end zone. The 49ers come away with a pick. Critical play. And he keeps it himself. He keeps it himself. Dustin Hagens making his way inside the 10-yard mark. All the way to the 5-yard line. Dustin Hagens and the Bandits with 2 minutes remaining.
Player will come up and rip that thing right out of your hand.
Third down play for Hagens. Oh, boy, and he fumbles. The pocket was broken down immediately.
If you're a player.
Third down play. Wow, on a third down play, the first touchdown of the game with left. Again, they go to their power back, and he bruises his way forward into the end zone for a touchdown. And Raymar Adams, this man. The 49ers and the Bandits. Hagens, pressure is on. He evades a couple of defenders, and he's able to do some damage with his legs. A big physical quarterback. They call him.
I mean, he was kind of running away from the ball in a sense, so.
Oh, and a mishandled snap on a punt attempt. What's going to happen now? Oh, boy, and this speed. Oh, my goodness. Is that going to be it? Wow. On a broken up play, Ronnie Isles just puts this game out of reach.
So if he could get into that fire again and end on a hot streak, that'd be good.
Oh, my goodness. Tango Marcy from Dustin Hagens. Can he do it? Can he do it? And he makes his way inside the red zone for a.
All right, one down low. Russell dropping back to pass, moves the pocket to the right, still looking downfield, throws it over the middle, and that is caught for a first down by number 34, P.J. Harris.
Yeah, P.J.
Russell back to pass, has a lot of time. Little pump fake, still rolling to his left, going end zone, all alone, cuts it in. Touchdown, Marin Pride.
Great.
Trey Henderson all alone in the corner.
Yeah, great.
So another sweep out to the right. Corner is blocked. He skirts away. He has running room and nobody around him. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Marin Pride.
And we talked about early in the.
Oh, fumble snap. It's picked up by Ross Goodwill. Can he turn this to positive yards? One man to beat, stiff arm, and they cannot bring the big boy down. And that they do. Ross Goodwill right at the middle, spin move. 2 men, splits through and gets down to about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, you talked about how 2 people have to bring.
He's going to keep it himself. Oh, and he's in. Gregory Smith, the touchdown was called.
So
Vipers on the board, 14-6. Change the field position. Another sweep out to the left, has some running room, cuts it back. Still on his feet, Nelson cuts it back one more time, and that is a first down. Good snap. Russell throws it out. He has a receiver. Couple guys to beat. Gets it down. He's finally tackled down at the 19-yard line. Looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. Oh! They're going to hand it off. He's got a good running room. One man to beat. Cuts it inside. 3 white jerseys all over him. Now, ball's on the ground. And who comes up with it? And the Vipers get the ball back. And that's exactly what Napa needed right there. Dropping back to pass. Over. And it's caught. And he has some room to work here. One defender to beat. Still in bounds. Finally knocked out about the 7-8 yard line. Smith, quarterback keeper. And he is in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, they have 4 wide receivers for the first time.
And they are taking a shot. It's a good ball. Jones finally catches one deep in Pride territory.
So,
dropping back to throw, looking for that deep ball. He has a receiver downfield, and it's caught. And that is a huge pickup right there. Great pass from Casanova Tiger to Josue Lopez.
yeah, things here, Stosh.
Tiger floats it over the end zone. P.J. Harris for the pay dirt. Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to the CoachesAid.com, home of the Amateur Sports Broadcasting Network. I'm Stosh Zamoyda, joined with Greg Poff here in the booth in beautiful Napa, California at Memorial Stadium for a CDFL matchup between the Napa Valley Vipers and the San Jose 49ers. Greg, tell us about this matchup today.
Well, I'm really looking forward to this game, Stosh, and I think this game is all about both these teams really establishing their identity in the newly formed California Developmental Football League. You look at the San Jose 49ers, they come in at 2-1, and I think for them a victory gets them to 3-1, obviously, but keeps them up with the 3 undefeated teams at 3-0, gets them up there after a third of the season. The Vipers, on the other hand, they won their first game against the Solano Hornets, squeaked out that win. We did that first game for CDFL. They won that game 10-8, but now they've lost 2 in a row. They need a win today just to stay in the middle of the pack to get to 2-2, so I think this is a real important game for both these teams. Both these teams like to run the football, so really watch the running game for both teams. If you're looking at the 49ers, number 22, Rayma Adams is a guy to really pay attention to. Pretty good career already in the minor league football down in Southern California, now making a name for himself up in the CDFL. On the other side of the ball for the Napa Valley Vipers, Zachary Ross Goodwell. He's a guy to watch. He could really get after it. So both teams really like to run the football, kind of struggled with the passing game thus far. Defensively, they both get after it. Should be an exciting game. I'm really looking forward to it here on CoachesAid.com.
Yeah, Napa, tough loss last week here at home to Marin. They lost 35-7. It was a close game most of the way. Marin really opened it up in that fourth quarter and kind of took advantage there. But Napa didn't give up. They were in each and every drive, just a couple of miscues at penalties and turnover ratio. And that's something we talk about each and every game. Whoever wins a turnover battle and the least amount of penalties always comes out with the victory. And that's what's going to play crucial here today. Expect maybe a low-scoring game. But like you said, both teams very defensive, like to run the ball. Not a whole lot of big runs, so it's going to be a battle in the trenches today.
Yeah, and what we've seen with the CDFL, obviously, the defenses are a little bit ahead of the offenses, and that's what we're seeing with both these teams. Neither team has really been able to get a consistent passing game established yet, but that's going to come as these teams get more and more familiar, more game time experience, getting that timing down between the quarterback and the receivers. So I expect both these teams to do a little better offensively, and if they do, this could really be an exciting game. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. It looks like they're at all the captains out on the field for the coin toss, so we'll see who's going to be getting the ball first, and that's always crucial too. So it looks like the Napa is going to go left to right. 49ers in the red and gold. They decided to defer. So Napa will receive the ball in the first half. 49ers doing the kicking from right to left, and man, these guys are pumped up. We walked in the stadium today, and you could just tell these guys are just ready to play today.
Well, it's a great venue here in Napa, California, the Coliseum. I've been here before for a couple high school games. Outstanding venue. And I really like the way that both these teams are approaching this game. They're ready. They're fired up. They're getting after it. It's not like, okay, this is just a Saturday afternoon game. This is CDFL. We both need a win today. Let's see which team comes out on top.
So we're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be back with kickoff after this.
It was an intense game, but that's what makes it all the more fun to play.
Keep working hard and encouraging each other and staying positive.
And it keeps us motivated to keep going and to keep persevering towards the top, because that's what sports is all about.
5 oceans. 7 continents. Whatever it takes. Wherever it takes us. America's Navy, a global force for good.
This new Egg White Delight McMuffin is really good.
And it's 260 calories.
Maybe there are other ways we can better ourselves.
5, 6, 7. Don't give up. Push, push.
Hey guys, you coming to Ab Annihilation?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
McDonald's new Egg White Delight McMuffin. 100% egg whites and melted white cheddar on a muffin made with 8 grams of whole grain. The simple joy of a new morning.
So welcome back. The teams are now out on the field. It looks like we're just getting ready for kickoff now. The guys are pumped up, ready to go. Doing little shimmies out there. I'm watching a couple of the guys. That's always fun to see special teams guys out there. Just like the regular San Francisco 49ers, you know, they come out to their Tony Montana song. Doing the kicking for the San Jose 49ers. Number 00, Andre Harris Jr.
Look who's back for Napa Valley. Nelson Saldivar.
Hey.
Free safety, but he's back. Let me get a hold of the rock, baby, see what I can do with it. And Nelson Saldivar, he's familiar with this field, played his high school football here at Napa High School. Community college football for the Solano Community College Falcons before they ended their program after the 2011 football season.
Expect a big booming kick here as the wind is really whipping from right to left. So 49ers will have the wind on their side in the first and third quarters. And here we go. The game is underway. Low kick, high bounce. It's going to go back into the end zone, and they're going to let it go back for a touchback. And, ooh, that was a risky play there.
Yeah, that just took a weird bounce right in front of number 80. That's Darren Jones. Almost looked like a hit in the infield, and a baseball field took a bad hop, went all the way over his head. And I think he might have had some running room if that ball would have stayed down because it was such a short line drive kick. Not a lot of opportunity for the 49ers to get upfield. So big break there. Vipers take over. Let's see if they can get their offense untracked and look for number 19 as the guy to do that, the big-time running back, Zachary Ross Goodwill.
He is not in on this first play. Split backfield, 2 receivers, a couple tight ends. Now let's see if Gregory Smith can come up with a big game for the Vipers today. First play is a handoff up the middle, and that's going to be good for positive yards. Now he's stopped, finally taken down. That was number 8, Deion Ingram with the carry.
Deion Ingram out of Vallejo, California. I believe he played his high school football at Bethel High School. So, and he was a guy that I thought we would see in that very first game when the Vipers played Solano in the opening game in the CDFL, but didn't play, a little bit banged up. But looks like he's ready to go and might be the reason why Ross Goodwill not starting at the running back position today.
So now 2nd and 6 on their own 24. It's a good start for the Vipers to get positive yards on their first play. Second play, another handoff, and using the big boy, getting a couple more yards there.
Yeah, that's Troy Giddings. He's that big fullback, and most of the time he's going to be the lead blocker, but you want to keep him happy, give him the rock, see what he can do, and he just leans forward, gets a couple yards there.
So now it's going to bring up 3rd and 3, so 2 good carries that are set up a 3rd and short situation. You know the Vipers would love to get a first down on their first drive and continue this one, try to put some points on the board. Start off the game, something they have not done.
Yeah, they're still waiting to get that passing game on track. Let's see if Smith puts it in the air right here.
Yeah, an I formation now. It's going to be a handoff. Oh, and he stopped at the line. And that's a big hit there by number 32, Daniel Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez is the guy I noticed when I was watching the film last week in that victory that San Jose had over the East Valley Bandits. And he's a guy you want to keep your eye on. He's a middle linebacker for the San Jose 49ers. And he is really quick, covers a lot of ground. And we saw there, excellent tackler as well.
Yeah, so a 3 and out. And like we said, they had a 3rd and short and try to go for the run one more time. Maybe they should have done a play action there, try to go for the big play, but
well, the Vipers thus far this season, they've just been committed to the run, and we saw that in that first game against Solano. You saw it last week in the game against the Marin Pride. They're just going to try to run straight ahead and see what they can do on the ground.
So now it's going to be a punt situation. And the punt is up. A little weird spin. Salvador's out there hustling, and it goes out of bounds at around the 42-yard line. And that was Bubba Allen back there, the quarterback, doing the punt returning. Interesting.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see who ends up starting at quarterback. Of course, Bubba Allen, he has been the starter most of the season, but they've got a couple other guys that can play. Jonathan Cuevas, he's a guy that comes in. He's 9 for 15. He's already thrown for 133 yards. Number 16 might see him a little later in the game, but looks like they're going with number 6 as the starting quarterback, Joel Bubba Allen.
Wow, that was Antonio Cameron back for the punt because his jersey number over there bunched up. It looked like a 6, but it was actually an 8.
Yeah, I was going to say I was a little bit surprised seeing the QB back.
Yeah, exactly. Man, but gotta love the gold helmets with the red jerseys. Kind of throwback to the early 90s 49ers, San Francisco 49ers. So starting up an I formation. Bubba Allen under center, 2 wideouts. And it's a fullback run, and that's good for positive yards. That was number 26, Quintel Hunter with the carry.
Yeah, Quinto, and they'll run a power I a lot of the times. Quintal Hunter will line up as the fullback, and usually you'll see 29 Benjamin Knight behind him, number 29, also Rama Adams, 22 in the backfield. And you're going to see that same play a lot in this game. They're just going to pound the rock straight ahead, see what happens.
Another run. He has a big hole out to secondary. That is good for a first down as Rama Adams with the carry.
Yeah, nice 1-2 punch with the 49ers. They can come at you with Rama Adams. We saw Quintal Hunter on the previous carry, and then they'll bring in number 29, Benjamin Wright. So 3 excellent running backs for these 49ers, and it's one of the reasons why they've been so successful this season. Especially in this league, if you can run the ball fairly effectively and play good defense, you're going to have a chance in every game.
It's now 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line. And it's going to be a fullback run. And he's finally tackled down for a gain of about 2 yards.
And that time they moved Rama Adams up into the fullback position. They had 29, that's Benjamin Knight, in the tailback position and gave it to the first guy through. So Rama Adams, you'll see him line up as the fullback, also line up as the tailback.
Yeah, they're doing a good job mixing, fullback, halfback, and I'm interested to see for a play action because every time Bubba Allen's dropping back, he's looking like he's holding the ball. So play action could be very effective here.
And a lot of times they like to run behind their big right tackle, number 99.
And it's going to be a run out, and he's tackled behind the line. Good tackle there by number 27, Daniel Dolan.
Boy, number 12, he's a big bruising running back. Don't have his name on the roster. He's even got the black helmet.
Yeah.
Watch out for the black helmet.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 10. That's a big stop there by the Vipers to have put negative yards.
Yeah, that time they tried to run to the weak side and obviously without much success. Let's see if they go back to the stronger side of the offensive line behind big right tackle Lance Fatuesi.
Yeah, it's interesting. They have 3 backs here. Dropping back to pass. Looking for the deep ball. Has him open, underthrown. Oh, and he just drops it. That was thrown to number 1, Ronnie Isles Jr., and he had a lot of time and just could not make the grab.
Yeah, Isles, boy, he had a step. He was open but could not come up with the grab. Here you're going to see it on the replay. Nice protection by the offensive line. He chucks it up. There's Isles right there and just could not hang on to it. And he had to take a step or 2 back, and a lot of times that kind of throws off your rhythm just a little bit.
Yeah, Bubba Allen, he didn't look like he had his feet set when he threw that ball, so he had to just kind of chuck it up there and almost made a good catch down there as Ronnie Isles Jr. Now it's going to be 4th and 10, and they're keeping the offense out on the field. Kind of no man's land here. Early in the game, might as well go for it. So 3 wide receivers up high, 1 halfback. Bobble the snap. Looking deep.
He's got a guy.
And he is sacked behind the line by who else? Daniel Dolan.
Boy, and he had Isles open on the far side of the field. If he would have had a split second longer to get that ball out there, might have been a touchdown for the 49ers. But the Vipers come up big on defense. Excellent pursuit there. Here you're going to see 27. He's going to come from the top of the bottom of the screen and just wrestles the quarterback down. Nice play. Touchdown saving play on the sack by number 27.
Yeah, and it also gives him good starting field position now right on the 50-yard line.
So Daniel Dolan making a big play, big impact for his team. Vipers take over with pretty good field position here right at midfield.
Smith bops it. He picks it back up, and now it's going to be a sack and just bobble the ball right out of the snap. And we've seen that a couple times so far this year from the Vipers.
Yeah, and good pursuit by Kyle Warren, number 77. We talked about Kyle Warren at the start of the broadcast. He and number 90, Andrew Warren, both brothers, and they're going to line up there on the defensive front. These guys are pretty good defensive players for the 49ers. Really good penetration up front.
Now brings up 2nd and 11. It's going to be a handoff, and stand him up. And that was a big hit there from the 49er defense.
Yeah, just nowhere for Deion Ingram, the ball carrier, to go. Again, and we just talked about this excellent penetration up front by the defensive unit for the 49ers.
Yeah, that was Raheem Kaliki with the tackle, the outside linebacker. Man, he got in there quickly and just stood him up. That was a pretty good lick there.
Yeah, Kaliki and Martinez, the middle linebacker, these guys are both excellent defensive players.
So now it's going to be up 3rd and 13. Definitely a passing situation here. So we have a split backfield, 2 wide receivers set. 1 high, 1 low. 49ers loading the box up. Dropping out the pass. Has a receiver open, tipped. Oh! And that was a huge hit from number 19. We do not have a 19 on our roster for the 49ers, but man. And
also excellent coverage by 85, who was coming over. And so that time Smith just kind of threw it up for grabs. He had 80 open for a second, threw it a little bit behind him, and just no chance for the receiver turning to make a play.
That's going to be a first down for the Vipers as it was targeting to the helmet, so the laundry is on the field. Unsportsmanlike conduct. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. I'm sorry, personal foul. Yeah, the ball was tipped, then he was whacked by 3 different guys right there. And Darren Jones got his bell rung a little bit, so you know he's going to try to make a big catch here.
And Smith just needs to throw it a little bit sooner because that was just a quick slant. And he had the receiver open for a second, just hung onto the ball a little bit too long.
Bobbled snap on the ground. Who's going to come up with it? And it is going to be San Jose ball.
Yeah, that time Gregory Smith just never had the handle, so he and the center for the Vipers struggling just a little bit, and they give it up to the 49ers.
Yeah, it just seemed that Gregory Smith, he's sensing the pressure coming up because the 49ers do an excellent job jumping the snap and getting into that backfield very quickly, that he's pulling out before he actually has the ball, just like you said, Greg. So that stops another Viper drive, and right when they had the big penalty to get the first down. And they give the ball back now to the 49ers. So now let's see if the Vipers defense can come up with a big play here. So shotgun formation now for the 49ers. 2 receivers high, 2 receivers low, 1 halfback. And it's a delayed handoff, and he has some room to run, cutting back. That's good. He's still on his feet, gets down to the 45-yard line.
And that was number 29. I was waiting to see the number because both Benjamin Knight and Quindle Hunter look very, very similar. That time you see him get the ball. Nice cutback. Just eludes number 99, cuts back to the middle of the field and keeps spinning, keeps those legs moving. Good positive yardage by Mr. Knight on that one.
Now 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. 49ers staying in that shotgun formation. Looking at the pass, slant over the middle, has a receiver open, he catches it, cuts back, and he's pile drive down to the ground. But what a good catch by Kareem Fawal.
Yeah, Kareem Fawal, excellent job. Again, that was just a simple slant route, but excellent delivery of the ball by the quarterback, Joel Bubba Allen. Hit him right in the numbers. Here you'll see it on the instant replay. Boom, gets rid of the ball. Nice pass right there. And Fawal takes a big hit there, but hangs on to the ball.
Yeah,
so 2 first downs.
So the 49ers are driving with 7 minutes left to play here in the first quarter, all knotted up at zeros. 49ers now trying to make it into the red zone, trying to put some points on the board here. Staying in that shotgun formation. Delayed handoff once again. Cuts it up, 1 man to beat. Heading towards the end zone, finally tackled down at the 5-yard line. And that was Quintel Hunter with the carry.
Yeah, and nice tackle there by Nelson Saldivar. He was the last man between Hunter and the end zone. Good tackle by the former Solano Community College football player. And what the 49ers have done on this drive by sending out and spreading out the receivers, they've just kind of opened up the middle of the field, and now they're able to pound the rock up the middle a little bit easier. So just that change in the formation has really allowed the 49ers to get this running game untracked. And now you got Rama David, number 22. Watch for him.
fullback, and he takes a big hit, gets down to about the 2-yard line. Quintel Hunter again with the carry.
And that was Rayma Adams, number 22, is one of the ball carriers in.
There we go. So Saldivar coming off. Little defensive substitutions.
Yeah, probably going with their goal line package here. Get some big bodies up on the D line and see if they can get a nice push up front.
So about 3 yards to the end zone. Running it out to the right, diving, and he is in.
I think he's going to be just short, still waiting for the officials to make the call. 49ers think he's in.
And he's short. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Boy, and that time they went behind the right side of the line. That time Adams just following big Lance Fatuesi, and just not quite enough. He was about a foot short getting into the end zone. Let's see if they go behind that big offensive line on the right side again.
Yeah, and watch for the quarterback keeper as well on the 1-yard line. That seems to be very effective. So 3rd down, 3rd and goal on the 1-yard line. And they're going to pile it in, and he stopped short. What a good stand there by the Napa Valley defense.
And there is a flag on the play. Right there, right at the line of scrimmage.
So let's see what the call is going to be.
And the official's talking to the Vipers. So I'm going to guess this is going to go against the 49ers.
Oh, it's going to be a holding call. So that's going to drop him back 10 yards. And then now it's going to be 3rd and goal on about the 11-yard line.
Boy, that's a huge penalty. 49ers were right there and so close to getting it in on the 2 previous plays as well.
Yeah, this Napa defense in the red zone, they probably have one of the best red zone defenses in the CDFL. They don't allow a lot of points. Most of the points scored last week against Marin were all big plays: a 61-yard run, a 35-yard pass on 3rd and forever. It's just stopping the big plays. If you try to chip away at them little by little. And there's another flag. And it looks like this one's going to go against Napa, as you saw Obina Chinaka hitting himself on the helmet. Think he moved?
Yeah, big 52 there. You could see him. He just jumped. Got to stay disciplined on the defensive line. Watch the ball, but kind of hard when you're really trying to come up with a big play and keep the 49ers from getting on the board first here.
Yeah, now it's 3rd and 6, so 3rd and goal on the 6-yard line. Let's see what the 49ers are going to go with here. They're in a quarterback keeper rolling out, bootleg. Saldivar with the big touchdown-saving tackle once again.
Yeah, Saldivar again, and we talked about him at the start of the broadcast. He's a guy to watch for the Vipers. He just covers the field. Watch him. Watch this pursuit. Excellent angle and knows how to tackle.
So now it's going to bring up 4th and goal on the 8-yard line. Looks like the 49ers are bringing out the kicking unit. I'm guessing it's Andre Harris. That's the only guy. We don't have a 00 on our rosters.
And I know they've kind of struggled with their kickers. Last week they had a new kicker in, so this could be a new guy coming in. Let's see what 00 has.
And the snap. Placement's down. Field goal up, and it is good. So the 49ers strike first. They lead 3-0 with 3:13 left here in the first quarter.
And the Vipers got to be pretty happy about that. It looked like the 49ers were going to score a touchdown. They were on the 1-foot line, but that big penalty backs them up, able to hold, and so only give up a field goal on this drive. And I think especially in this game where points are going to be at a premium. Offense is still working on getting untracked. Defense is on both sides, the real strength of both these teams. Points are going to be at a premium today. So I think that's a nice victory for the Vipers. 49ers, though, they're happy to get on the board first.
Exactly. But the thing is that 3 points came off of a turnover. So if the Vipers do not turn over the ball right there, then there's no points on the board. So, but a defense, once again, helping out the offense, only allowing 3. So now it's going to be on the Vipers' offense to put some points on the board as well and help out their defense. Or at least sustain a drive. Give them a little breather.
So this time Saldivar not back to return the kick, giving him a little bit of a break after that big tackle and defensive stop.
It looks like it's Darren Jones.
Yeah, Darren Jones, a wide receiver back there. Is that number 80 or 88? Levi Smith back there with those lime green socks.
I also think it's Dion Ingram as well. So here comes a kick. Line drive right at him. Picks it up. Has some room to run now. Taking his time, looking for it. They're blowing the whistle. They're blowing it dead.
They're going to say his knee hit when he caught the ball.
Oh, man, that is costly. Now that pins them back deep in their own territory. On their own 10-yard line, man. It looked like he had a lot of room to run. He could have broken a couple tackles and went to the house.
Well, it was a line drive kick again, and that ball took a bounce, but this time low bounce, and so we just wanted to make sure, kind of like a shortstop, making sure that you keep the ball in front of you, but put his knee on the ground to block the ball. That's where the ball lies right now, just inside the 10-yard line. So not very good field position for the Vipers here.
Yeah, the Vipers need to spread down the field a little more. They have to win the field position battle. That would be crucial in this game. Set up in the I formation. Bobble the snap. It's on the ground, and that's going to be 49er football. '49er football is confirmed.
Yeah, Gregory Smith just having trouble at the quarterback position, securing the snap.
And it's so past 2 possessions, 2 turnovers, and this one could prove costly. The Vipers had an outstanding stand in the red zone the last now. They called upon to do it again.
And I don't think we'll see anything different from the 49ers. They're going to pound the rock. They're going to run straight ahead. And why wouldn't you when you have such talented running backs like number 22, Rama Adams, 29, Benjamin Knight, 26, Quintel Hunter, a good stable of backs for the 49ers.
So let's see if they can punch it in for 6. They were held to a field goal. And it looks like a new quarterback as well as John Bueno Armio. Oh, a little pushing and shoving going on there at the line. Let's see who moved. Interesting with the quarterback switch.
Yeah, well, we talked about this earlier. They have 3 guys that can all play that position. John Bueno Armio, who's in now, but also they've got a third quarterback who's pretty effective as well. That would be Jonathan Cuevas, number 16. We might also see him back in the quarterback position today.
So split backfield. Armio hands it off to the right. Has some room to run. Gets down to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that was Quintel Hunter that time. That was just a little handoff to the fullback following that big right tackle. And there you see number 99. That's the big tackle they're running behind, Lance Fatuesi. And why wouldn't you? 6'6", 320-pounder. That guy can create some space for you.
Yeah, and that looks like Jose Franco, the big nose tackle, number 69, is limping off the field. He took a while to get up off the ground. Looked like he got rolled over on.
And Napa, they've got some big boys too. We already talked about the big nose tackle, Obina Chinaka, but also number 66, Trevor Pappas, at the defensive tackle position. Pretty big size as well. Also, you can see number 35 down there on the defensive line as well. So good size for Napa. They've just got to do a little bit better job getting off the ball first and really trying to get some defensive penetration.
He's taking a long time to come off. You know, this injury may hold him up from the rest of this game, the way he's walking on his ankle gingerly.
So that's Juan Lopez getting some help over to the sideline.
Wow, that is a 68. Man, I'm having a hard time seeing these numbers today, the way the jersey's been bunched up.
Yeah, it's really hard, too, with some of the wide receivers, 80 and 88.
So now 2nd and 5 on the 5-yard line, under 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Bueno Armio under center. Handoff up the middle. Stretching for the end zone. He's going to be short at about the half-yard line.
That was Rama Adams. Boy, he's been so close to scoring 2 times in this game. He's trying to reach pay dirt. He did last week. Scored a touchdown late in the game against the East Valley Bandits, and there you see him, cuts through, keeps those legs moving, and just short of the goal line.
Yeah, so another third and goal, but on the 1-yard line. Last time, the Vipers held him, but there was a holding penalty which dropped him back. And quarterback keeper. And he is in for the touchdown.
Well, you mentioned that a little bit earlier. Just go for the quarterback keeper. They finally listened to my partner and get the first touchdown on the game. They now take a 9-0 lead over the home Napa Vipers. There you see the touchdown, and just no chance for the defense really to get set. They weren't expecting that, so good call. Quarterback able to get in easily. That's Armio with the score for the 49ers.
So now it's 9-0, and the 0-0 here, trying to make it 10-0. And just 2 turnovers and 10 points on the board, and that's what will happen here in the CDFL. In any football game, that. Field goal up and good, 10-0, and that went that went all the way over the locker room over there.
Kicked it over the flagpole, the concession stand. I think that went across California Avenue. So I think the 49ers found themselves a kicker.
Yes, they did. Yeah, like we said in pregame, the turnover and penalties is what's going to really be costly in this game. And so far, the past 2 snaps have been fumbles by the quarterback, Gregory Smith.
Yeah, so that's the first thing the Vipers have to do on this series. Let's see if we can get that quarterback snap down. You've got to make sure you stay in there, secure the ball, feel it on your hand, squeeze the ball. You do that. Let's see if the Vipers can get untracked. And I'm kind of looking on the sidelines. I have not seen who I think is their best running back, Zachary Ross Goodwill, number 19 for the Napa Valley Vipers.
Yeah, he had a big game last week. I mean, that guy, he reminds me of Steven Jackson with his size and the way he runs. It takes literally 3 to 4 defensemen to tackle him down. He does not go down easily. And even when he is wrapped up, he's going down, he still gets 3 or 4 more yards by it, stretching and keep digging his feet.
Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing him run today, but not in the lineup. So far, Dion Ingram has been getting most of the carries.
Another line drive kick. Smartly lets it go over his head, and that's going to go out of play.
So I think it's safe to say that 0-0 has got a leg.
Yes, he
does.
He
just boomed that kick. That's probably one of the furthest kickoffs I've seen in the 3 games that I've done for the CDFL.
Yeah, not a lot of hang time, but it was a line drive. And when you can just kick it over the heads of the returnmen, hey, you're doing a good job. So it's 10-0 in favor of the San Jose 49ers with 1:09 left here to play in the first quarter. And, man, Napa Valley has an uphill battle to go now. They just need to secure 1 snap.
Yeah.
Get the turnovers out of the way, start fresh, and focus on this drive right here.
Yeah, just give the offense a chance to get untracked.
Pitch out to the left, to the right, trying to hit the sideline, and he's tackled back right about the line of scrimmage there. That was Dion Ingram with the carry.
Daniel Martinez coming over from his middle linebacker position, and it's what you like to see from your middle linebacker. The way he just works his way down the sideline. There you see 85 faking the blitz, and notice how the defense just strings it out. No chance for the running back to get around the corner. Martinez there makes the stop.
So now under a minute left to play here in the first quarter. I believe Napa will run 1 more play and let the clock wind out and go into the second quarter. Get the win more on their side. So 2nd and 10 on their own 20-yard line. It's a handoff to the left, and he is stopped way behind the line. About 5 or 6 red jerseys there, and that's going to be a loss of probably 3 or 4.
Yeah, Dominique Rose Jr., the defensive end on the far side of the field, just excellent penetration and no chance for the ball carrier to have any room. 77 there as well. There you saw number 10 coming in and finished off. That was 96 who jumps on the pile at the end.
And that is the end of the first quarter, so they're going to switch sides. San Jose leads 10-0 over the Napa Valley Vipers. We're going to go to a commercial break and be back with the second quarter after this. Second quarter underway now, and looks like defense jumped early.
Yeah, it was one of the big defensive linemen for the 49ers, number 92. Jumped off sides there. So encroachment, that'll back up the 49ers 5 yards.
And that helps out Napa now.
It does, a little more breathing room.
Yeah, instead of 3rd and 12, it brings it down now to about 3rd and 7. If my math is correct. Which normally it isn't. Yeah, I was right. 3rd and 7. All right. So stay in that split backfield. I mean, Napa has not had a first down besides a penalty, which they fumbled on. Rolling out to the right, looking for help. Eludes one tackle, and he's sacked way behind the line.
Yeah, just no chance for Smith to get his feet set. You saw pressure by number 92 in there leading the way. Also number 90, that's one of the Warren brothers, so just excellent penetration. Really impressed thus far with the defensive front for the 49ers. They're just not giving the Vipers a chance, and they're really beating the O-line for the Vipers off the ball.
Yeah, and like we said, the only first down came off that helmet-to-helmet penalty. Besides that, they haven't gained more than 10 yards on each possession. So now it's going to be another punt. Going to be from Jose Rudy Herrera. And it's going to be important for this kick to go pretty deep. You want to change the field position.
Looks like Dominic Rose back to receive.
Oh, almost blocked. Good hang time on that punt. Has to go back, receives it now. Has some room to work, trying to hit the sideline, evades 2 tackles. Coming down, he has some room to work, and now there's a bunch of white jerseys. He's still on his feet down to the 41-yard line. I believe this one's coming back, though, as
blocking the back. And, you know, I was surprised the official threw the flag because I saw the individual for the 49ers coming over to make the block. Maybe we'll see this on the replay, and it looked like he let up. So here you see Isles, he's got it, and then right here, just a little push in the back. That was the penalty.
Just a little touch there, not much.
And he kind of let him go. If he just would have kept his hands in, wouldn't have seen the yellow flag. But Isles, boy, showing what he can do. Last week in that game against the East Valley Bandits, he was back punting, and he actually ran a botched punt attempt all the way for a touchdown.
Wow.
And, I mean, he was back in the end zone. It was a 100-yard run. Amazing.
And looking down the sideline, there's another injured Viper. It looks like it's number 59, Carlos Lopez, the middle linebacker.
Well, the Vipers snake bit thus far in this game with all the injuries.
So now the 49ers in charge now with up 10-0 with 13:26 left in the first half. I expect them to try to run the ball a little more here and work the clock. They definitely want to punch one more in here before the half. So last 2 possessions, 2 scores. But good punt. It definitely changed field position even with that penalty. So they're starting on their own 28-yard line. And John Bueno Armio still under center. Shotgun, pump fakes, throws it, tipped. Oh, it is caught. Spin move out. He has room to run now. A bunch of white jerseys all over him. Gets down to the 40-yard line. And that was number 31, Jesus Flores, with the catch.
And Jeff Herman, the free safety, just mistimed the ball. He was so close to making a pick. Let's see if we can point that out here on the instant replay. So nice protection by the O-line. Here you see 29 come up and just miss it. Even if he gets a hand on it, he deflects it. But nothing doing, big-time reception there by the 49ers.
So staying with the trip formation down low. It's a delayed handoff. Botched. He comes back to the outside, showing off his speed. Makes another cut. 2 spin moves. Wow. Still on his feet. Gets down to about the 6-yard line. I'm sorry, 12-yard line.
Benjamin Knight got some skills, baby. Got some skills. You get him in space, and look out. That was an excellent run. And also, too, there you see it. Nice little spin move. Able to get another 5 yards. And the thing I like about Knight, he just keeps moving forward, even with all the juking and jiving.
Yeah, you know, that run was designed to go to the right, and all the holes were filled. So he cuts it back, goes to the outside. Nobody was there, and that's a big gain. Sets up 1st and 10 on the 14-yard line. So now with the split backs. Snap, handoff to the right. Bounces off one tackle. Goes over another one, and now it gets down to the 5-yard line. Good run there by Quintel Hunter.
And trying to see who that was who came up. I think it was number 88 coming up to make that stop. If not, that's another touchdown for the 49ers. Here you see the ball carrier get to the outside, and there you see the defender come up and make the stop, finished off by number 2, Damian Fisher, the cornerback.
So now the 49ers really keeping this up-tempo offense going. Staying with the split backfield. Second and 1 on the 5-yard line. Dropping back to pass, looking end zone, throws it to the corner, touchdown!
Boy, that was an excellent job by number 87, Kyle Lucier, coming back for the ball to help out his quarterback. He was open in the corner, but knew his quarterback was in trouble. Here you see it on the instant replay. Quarterback going back, looking, finds him. Receiver comes up, makes it right in front of the end zone. Excellent execution there by the 49ers.
Yeah, it was Mark Rosley with the catch and the touchdown. So now it's 16-zip. 0-0 looking to make it 17-0, and with his leg, you know that's probably going to happen here. With 11:33 left to play in the first half. Kicks up, and it's blocked. And who else? Nelson Salvador.
Boy, he's just all over.
And that was a big block there. Maybe give a little momentum.
Yeah, realistically, I mean, this game could be 21-0. So you had the opportunity where the 49ers could have scored early in the game. They were held to a field goal. Now they missed the extra point. Still 16 points. Pretty big deficit for the Vipers. But the Vipers really have a chance to get back in this game. They just have to get their offense untracked. And more than anything else, they just need a long, sustained drive to give their defenders a chance to rest just a little bit more. Those white jerseys have been on the field most of the time. That would be the defense for the Vipers.
Yeah, and that really showed there on that last possession. 49ers keeping the up-tempo offense going. And with how long the defense has been on the field, they look a little tired, a little gassed, and that's why you see a couple injuries so far to the Vipers defense. The offense just needs to get a first down. Start there and then work it.
Well, beautiful day here in Napa, California, and what a great venue for a football game on a Saturday afternoon in April here at Napa Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, it's around 70 degrees. Can't beat this weather in April. The rest of the country still under snow and freezing temperatures. Here comes the kick. Oh, that's a high booming kick, something we haven't seen so far. And that's Mike Ortega with the carry now. Stumbles, and good tackle by number 19. We have no 19 on the roster, so good tackle there.
Yeah, I've been real impressed with the form tackling by the San Jose 49ers. They tackle well and also excellent pursuit.
So yeah, the 11:26 here, you would really like to see the Viper offense be on the field for at least 3 to 5 minutes here. Eat some clock, work it down, give your defense a break. But this 49er defense, man, they're ferocious.
Yeah, the offensive line for the Vipers, they've just got to do a little bit better job getting off the ball and trying to really drive that defensive unit back.
So now they're lining up in shotgun formation. 2 running backs in the backfield. 1 on the left, 1 on the right of Gregory Smith. Takes the snap, quick slant, throws it. Oh, almost intercepted. Good coverage there by number 27, Derek Bannerman.
And there was a lot of contact there between Bannerman and the receiver. I think it's either Darren Jones or Levi Smith. It's hard to tell the difference between 80 and 88. They look very similar, and their numbers are hard to read, but excellent coverage there by 27, although a little bit of contact on the play.
So set it up in that same formation. Oh, and there is definitely movement there.
Yeah, that was number 80. That was Darren Jones.
Yeah, the hard count got him. I mean, that's something you got to communicate in the huddle now. That's going to back him up. It's going to be 3rd and 15. 2nd and 15, I'm sorry.
And I think Darren Jones, he was just a little fired up, a little bit of contact on that previous play. It's like, come on, throw the ball my way again. I'm going to go get this one. Oops, I got to wait until the ball snapped.
I do not believe they have a completed pass from the Napa offense so far in this game. Dropping back to pass over the middle, and there is a completed pass, and that's a gain of about 5.
Yeah, that time.
Ray Williams with the catch.
Yeah, Smith went to his big tight end, pretty big target, and he just went out 5 yards and sat down in the middle of the field. Smith found him, threw him a strike, but once again, we see that great pursuit by the 49er defense.
Now it brings up 3rd and 12 on the 18.
There you get a good look at the size on the defensive unit up front for the 49ers.
$10-20 left in the first half. Pitch out to the right. And good coverage by the 49ers, sealing that edge. And there was 4 different jerseys over there. Great job.
Yeah, that was DeMario Austin on the carry and looked like he had enough space to be able to turn the corner. But once again, the 49ers just pursue the football so well. By the time he made that first cut, there were 5 maroon jerseys there to help him to the ground.
So another 3 and out from the Napa Valley offense. And this 49er defense, very impressive. I mean, they've only given up 47 points all year long, and that's one of the best defenses in the league.
And even though a 3 and out for the Vipers, I like the fact that they're trying to mix it up a little bit more offensively, at least trying to get that pass game going, because they need to at least have the threat of the pass to open things up a little bit more for the ground game.
So we saw a good punt last time from Jose Rudy Herrera. See if he can do the same again. Oh, almost blocked once again. And scooped up by Brian Quinley. Oh, that's a big stick. I could hear that one up there. I'm sorry, that was... Oh, a little late hit there.
That was Bubba. Oh, and Bubba.
Oh, now a little chippiness going. And that's Scott Primo, fullback, getting into it. Little frustration hit there.
Yeah, Primo just hit him a little bit late, and I think what's going to happen, here you see, and the kick just barely gets off. There you see 6, nice little move, takes a big hit right there, finally goes down, and then you're going to see 12 push him to the ground again. And I think if the quarterback, Bubba, would have just waited, but he responds. So these might be offsetting penalties.
I actually think they have 2 number 6s on the red side.
It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that didn't look like Bubba.
That did not look like Bubba. So, yeah, the referee's looking to figure this one out right now. Like you said, partner, probably offsetting penalties.
Yeah, and if number 6 just doesn't retaliate, that's going to be 15 yards for the Vipers. Or, excuse me, for the 49ers.
Mm-hmm. So 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties they will offset.
There you get a good look at the defensive unit right there on the 45-yard line. Number 32, that's the middle linebacker. Martinez, just an outstanding player, really the heart of this defensive unit.
So the referee coming over to talk to Primo.
Yeah, because it was that push by Primo that really started it.
Mm-hmm. So now it looks like we're ready to go back to the action. And once again, you're tuned in to CoachesA.com, home of the Amateur Sports Broadcasting Network. Stosh Moita, Greg Poff up here in the booth. Weird formation from the 49ers here. Fullback, 2 halfbacks. And runs it up the middle. Positive yards, stopped at the line. Gain of about 1 or 2.
Good pursuit by the Vipers. Led by big number 65 up front. So good push defensively by Cesar Torres. And that was Daniel Martinez. He's lining up number 32 for the 49ers. I mentioned on defense, I got a little confused. I didn't realize he's starting at guard. So Daniel Martinez going both ways for the 49ers, middle linebacker, and he's also the right offensive guard. And that offensive line's been doing a pretty good job for the 49ers thus far in today's game.
Closing in on 8 minutes now here. Left to play in the first half. Dropping back to pass. Looking downfield. Has a lot of time. Floats this one over and just throws this one away smartly. And that's Bubba Allen back out there.
Yeah, nobody open. It looked like he was going for one of the receivers who was open deep. I think that might be the other number 6 that we don't have on the roster. But he wasn't open, so good decision by the quarterback to just throw that one away.
So now it's going to be at 3rd and 8. And, boy, the Napa defense, if they come up with a stop here, that would be crucial. Cannot allow any more points here in the first half the way the offense has been working. So 3rd and 8 on the 50-yard line. Going back to that shotgun. Oh, coming around the, almost big-time sack. Good catch by number 17, Kareem Fawal.
And that was an outstanding job by Joel Allen to sit in the pocket under heavy pressure until he found his receiver open in the middle of the field. Here you get a look. Goes back, finds his receiver, and nice strike right in the middle of the field. Falwell goes up, makes a nice catch, and gets to the ground, too, before anybody can really give him a good lick.
Yeah, you saw Mike Smith, the outside linebacker, coming around, and he
was close.
Yeah, about putting Bubba on his behind.
So, once again, 49ers moving.
Using that shotgun formation. The 2 receivers on each side. Looking downfield once again. Oh! Threw it behind his intended receiver, Ronnie Isles. But Ronnie almost made a good play. I'm sorry,
that's the other number 6. We had 6 going to 6 that time. Route 66, but didn't happen on that one. That time the quarterback, Joel Allen, threw it a little bit behind his intended receiver.
So 7:24 left in the first half.
Vipers would really like to get a defensive stop right here. Turnover would be even better.
Yeah, get some more momentum going back your way. It's been all 49ers so far. Floats this one up. Coming back and bobbled up. Does not make the catch, but good effort there by Jesus Flores.
And that was pretty good coverage by the cornerback there. Ball a little bit underthrown. And if the cornerback, that's number 19, Zachary Ross Goodwill. So that's 15. I was going to say, they shouldn't have him on defense if he's not carrying the rock, right? Number 15, Malcolm Jackson. And I think if he turns his head just a little bit sooner, he can cut in and maybe come up with the pick that the Vipers so desperately need right now.
So 3rd and 10 on the 33-yard line. It's a crucial third down. You have to stop him right here. So you have 3 receivers down low. Bunch formation. Motioning 6. Fumble on the ground. And Bubba Allen just smartly falls on it, picks it up, trying to sell it that he picked it up and his knee did not hit the ground.
And Bubba Allen did a great job wrestling the ball away from number 35, who was on the ground next to him. And you can see 35 just left your screen there. But he's a pretty big boy to try to get that ball from. So good job by the quarterback, Joel Allen.
Now it's going to bring up 4th down. Let's see what the 49ers decide to do. If they go for it, bring on the punting unit, or we've seen a big leg from their kicker. Maybe they might want to try a field goal. The wind is not in their favor, though, as it's been blowing pretty hard most of this game from right to left and has not changed.
Yeah, just about a 55-yarder, I think.
And I believe this is going to be a punt. You always got to watch the fake punt, though.
And I think that's Dion Ingram, who's back for the Vipers, about the 6-yard line.
Oh, and this thing's going backwards. Picks it up. Now he's going to turn it upfield. Ronnie Isles cuts it back, still on his feet. Oh, takes a big shot, dropped down back at the 50-yard line.
Boy, 52, Obina Chinaka. Big lick on Ronnie Isles. We'll see it coming up on the replay. And Isles, he can be dangerous. This was very similar to the play he ran back for a touchdown last week against the East Valley Bandits. Got some moves, but it's going to end right about here. And there you say it was Nelson Saldivar who really put the big lick on. Should have known better, right? Saldivar all over the field defensively for the Vipers.
So now excellent starting field position for the Vipers, and they really need to capitalize it. Defense did his job, keeping it 16-0. Now it's the offense's turn to try to come back in this game with under 6 minutes left to play in the first half.
Yeah, that was a big stand by the Vipers.
And a huge break on that botched snap as well. Dropping back to pass. Looking deep. Throw it over. Intercepted. So that is a 3rd turnover for this Viper offense.
Yeah, that time the quarterback Smith, he just threw it up into double coverage. It looked like he was going for his receiver, number 80. That was Darren Jones. So he steps back to pass, just throws it up. And there you see 2 defenders. And it was the black hat. Number 13 goes up and makes the pick. So just like that, the Vipers, after an excellent defensive stand, pretty good field position, another turnover.
Yeah. And the thing that's even more costly about the turnover, it was the very first play. Defense just did his job. They're a little gassed. Now they have to go back out there and do another big stand. It's going to be tough. 5:37 left on the game clock. So make sure to check out all of today's games on coachesaid.com. You saw a game earlier between the South Bay Gold and the Santa Cruz Gladiators. This game, the 49ers versus the Vipers. Drop back to pass, floats it over the middle, underthrown. And also at 6 o'clock, that's the Alameda County Knights against the Sacramento Wildcats. That's going to be a pretty good game, and the Wildcats and tied for first place, and Alameda Knights, 2-1, just like the 49ers are. And then the Hornets taking on the Central Coast Barnstormers. And man, the Barnstormers, 108 points scored so far, only 32 points allowed.
Yeah, they average nearly 40 points a game, but the Solano Hornets give up less than 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's a game I would like to see, and you can check that game out, too, on the coachesaid.com website, and also check it out on demand.
And the last game of the day is the Stanislaus County Cardinals against the Marin Pride. We saw Marin Pride the past couple weeks. Run up the middle, and it's a gain of about 4.
That was the other 6. And he's pretty talented. Not very big, but he's got some moves.
So 3rd and 6 coming up now. You know they're going to try to extend the field here. Maybe go back to that shotgun formation that's been working so well for them most of this game.
Offensive line doing an outstanding job thus far for the 49ers.
Yeah, only 1 sack given up today. So once again, like I said, back in that shotgun formation. Looking to pass, floats this one deep, and just overthrows his receiver. It looked like it's the other 6 going over. He's looking for a little hold call.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened, and that's why the ball was a little bit overthrown. 6 on his cut to the inside. Somebody got part of that red jersey and slowed him down just a bit.
What a great job by the Napa Valley defense. Once again, 3 and out. Now they're forced to punt. And we just saw that botched snap on the punt last time, on the last 4th down. If they do the same thing again, that ball goes back into the end zone.
So the defense keeping the Vipers in this one.
High snap. He's going to keep it himself.
This guy's special.
That's a 1st down and some more. Oh, smartly steps out of bounds as he had Mike Ortega coming in, closing in on a big hit.
Yeah, Ronnie Isles, he is a special athlete. He is fun to watch. In fact, here you're going to see it on the instant replay. You get him in space, he's just faster than everyone else. Excellent angle there by Ortega to finally get him out of bounds. And if you get a chance, go to coachesaid.com, check out their on-demand video. Last week's game, which was the 11th of April against the East Valley Bandits, right about at the end of the 3rd quarter, that was that botched punt that he ran all the way back for a touchdown. It'll be worth it. Check it out on demand on coachesaid.com.
Yeah, right when you think the Vipers have a 3 and out, they come up with a play like that. Now it gives a fresh set of downs. Little bubble screen out to 6. Kane Elliott pushes him out of bounds.
Nice play there by Kane Elliott, number 11. We haven't called his number 2 much, but I remember Kane Elliott in that first game, the opener against the Solana Hornets. He was all over the field defensively.
Yeah, that matchup between him against Larry Gassaway, I mean, that was a fun matchup to watch. I mean, they're going at it back and forth, and nobody was giving an inch.
Larry Gassaway, of course, the talented wide receiver for the Solano Hornets. Very good community college wide receiver at Sierra College. And that's what's great about the CDFL. For especially community college players or guys playing, you know, D2, D3, done with their careers, a chance to keep playing.
So staying in that shotgun formation bunch up top. Delayed handoff. Oh, big tackle right at the line. Swallowed up by 66, Trevor Pappas.
Yeah, Trevor Pappas, he's having a pretty good game up there defensively. So Pappas and Saldivar really keeping this defense going. Also, number 25 has been pretty effective. Carlos Almeida, one of the outside linebackers. But there you get a look at 66 right up at the front, the nose tackle there.
So 3:20 left here in the first half. 3rd and 6 on the 43-yard line. 3 wide receivers up high. Oh, a lot of movement there. Just bowled over the center.
That's what we used to call canning the center.
So it's going to back him up. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 11.
And that used to be legal.
Really?
Yeah, it used to be legal back in the old days. Back when we had those leather helmets and no face mask. Yeah, you could just line up right over the center and just knock him over on his behind every time he hiked the ball. Finally, they figured out, you know what? We better protect the center a little bit more.
Dropping back to pass. Looking over the middle. Oh, he had a receiver, and it was dropped by number 18, Juan Rangel.
And Rangel was right there, and he's a good receiver, too. Had a big touchdown grab last week in that 49er victory over the East Valley Bandits, but that time just could not secure the pass.
Yeah, that would have been good for a 1st down. And the offense is staying out on the field for the 49ers. Oh, here comes Ronnie Isles.
I think Rangel might have been worried about number 47, Saldivar, because he was in the area. You know, you watch Saldivar, he reminds me a lot of Troy Polamalu, who just retired, Pittsburgh Steelers safety, but just a high-energy guy, Saldivar, that is, all over the field, and he can put a lick on you.
So timeout called by the 49ers with 2:55 left here in the second quarter. 49ers lead 16-0. We're going to step away, take a short commercial break, be back with the action after this.
It was an intense game, but that's what makes it all the more fun to play.
Just keep working hard and encouraging each other and staying positive.
And it keeps us motivated to keep going and to keep persevering towards the top, because that's what sports is all about.
So 4th and 11, 2:55 left. They send a receiver in motion in bunch formation down low, shotgun. And the snap, looking to pass. One-on-one matchup and just floats this one out. And it's dropped by Kane Elliott.
And Kane Elliott, that time he looked like he was the intended receiver. But there wasn't a red jersey within 20 yards of that thrown ball, so just either an errant throw or what I'm guessing a mix-up in the pattern that was run by the wide receiver. It looked like Rangel, number 18, was the intended receiver.
You know what? That's probably a smart play. Actually, a good thing that Kane Elliott didn't catch that ball, because he would have caught it around the 20-yard line. Instead, now they're on their own. They're on the 47, so they got good starting field position. 2:49 left. We would like to see the Vipers get a touchdown right here.
And if you ask Kane Elliott, he's going to tell you the same thing. Yeah, I had that, but I just figured I better drop that. And smart play by number 11. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one.
So Vipers staying in the I formation. The hand, oh, it's a play action. Has a man open down the field, and it is caught at the 10, the 5, touchdown Vipers. Darren Jones with the touchdown catch.
Darren Jones, just a little wheel route on the far side of the field, and Gregory Smith finally able to air one out, and that was a strike to the big wide receiver. And if Jones gets a step on you, no one's going to catch him. There you see, he's got that was number 23 on the coverage. He was beat by about 3 steps. Nice ball by Smith, and that's exactly what the Vipers needed towards the end of the first half. They are on the board in this game. That's going to give you a little life going into halftime.
Yeah, that's a 53-yard touchdown pass. Good throw by Gregory Smith. Good catch and run by Darren Jones. And first completed pass of the ballgame.
Yeah, and that's really going to open things up for the Vipers in the second half, because now the 49ers, they've got to be aware that they have that play in their arsenal and they can get beat deep.
So now extra point away from making it 16-7. That's up and good, so 16-7. Hey, that play only took 10 seconds off the play clock. So once again, that was actually a positive play, 7 on the board. Now the defense has to go back out on the field after they've been out there for most of this first half.
Yeah, you really look at this game, and the 49ers, they've got to be kicking themselves. They should be up big in this game, but they've missed some opportunities to score that initial drive where it looked like they were going to punch it in from the 1-foot line. Couldn't do it, ended up with the field goal. On the last possession, they were deep into Viper territory, but because of the botched snap on the punt, ended up giving great field position to the Vipers, and just like that, we've got a 16-7 ball game. Still 2:40 left, plenty of time for the 49ers, so the Vipers have got to make sure they really strap it on defensively and try to close out this half without letting the 49ers get on the board.
Yeah, that last time the Viper defense was out on the field, they had the 3-and-out, then the big run from Ronnie Isles Jr., and then they had another 3-and-out, basically, and then they kind of threw the pass on the 4th down, so 2 big stops there, except for the big play by a little trickery from Ronnie Isles Jr.
And it really shows you in the CDFL, if you can just play defense and get a couple breaks as far as turnovers, maybe penalties, you've always got a shot. That's why the CDFL is so fun to watch. Every game, every team is in it.
So Jose Rudy Herrera out to do the kicking.
And so deep for the 49ers, Ronnie Isles. He's always going to make it exciting. And it looks like back there with him is number 2, Ty Jackson.
Good high kick. And they're going to let it bounce. Oh, and this thing's coming back out. He scoops it up. Makes a cut, trying to hit the sideline. Has room to run.
See ya.
And nobody was going to catch him. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers.
Boy, and it was the initial cut, and I'm still trying to see the number. Is that number 2 or is that our friend, the other number 6? Whoever it is, that was an outstanding run, and he almost didn't get the ball in time, as you'll see here on the instant replay. Just takes a weird hop right here, kind of like your pitch shot, Stosh, able to grab it, and then just works his way to the outside. Excellent block there, gets him free, and as soon as he gets to the side, you just knew nobody was going to catch him.
Yeah, that is our old buddy, the other number 6.
Number 6. Have yourself a ball game, baby. Boy, and the Vipers, they worked so hard to finally get a touchdown, get back into this game, and then they give up that big score. So they're just going to have to keep working a little bit harder. But 2:25 left, and we saw with the arm of Gregory Smith, still plenty of time for the Vipers to answer back.
And not even a minute has passed, about 30 seconds to be exact, and there has been 2 touchdowns. We had a 53-yard touchdown pass, and then right there about a 80-yard kick return for a touchdown. So high-flying action here on the CDFL, CoachesA.com. Up, and that one, almost hits the scoreboard. I mean, this guy's got a boot kicking into the wind as well.
Yeah, that almost went over the scoreboard and out into the parking lot.
He would have dented some cars with that.
So 49ers, they have themselves a kicker and a pretty good receiver in number 6. He's really had an impact on this game.
Yeah, I really wish we had his name on the roster. I mean,
I'm going to go down there at halftime. I got about 5 guys I want to find out. 85 on defense, too, for the 49ers outside linebacker. He has been money defensively.
So 2:25 left to play in the first half. The 49ers lead 23-7. Man, it's been an exciting first half here. So now the Vipers will have a chance to get the ball back and try to make it 14-23.
And Darren Jones, number 80 for the Vipers, he'll be back attempting to kick or return this kickoff. Had that big touchdown reception, which just seemed like minutes earlier.
Maybe they can get a run back of their own. Wouldn't that be kind of cool to see?
Yeah, right now they just want to get decent field position, try to get as close to midfield as they can, and still plenty of time to work with 2:25 left here in the first half.
Oh, and the ball blew over. I mean, the wind is starting to pick up even heavier than it was at the start of the game. I mean, looking at the flag, it's just been blowing the entire time, not stopping. Good high, deep kick. And it's fielded. Bringing it out now. He makes a cut. One guy to beat, comes out to the sideline, gets down to about the 40-yard line, and he's pancaked between 2 red jerseys. But a good run there from number 80, Darren Jones.
And that's what they needed from Darren Jones. Just get the ball up close to midfield. And now the 49ers, they have to respect the pass, and I don't know that they did beforehand. Here you see on the instant replay, Jones working his way, tries to get to the outside. Might have had a better chance if he kept weaving up the middle of the field, but still excellent run there. And we do have a 49er down right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like he couldn't quite see what happened to him on that last play, but he is down on the ground. And hopefully the young man's all right. I mean, he's can't even see who is down. Now he's getting up.
Well, while the player is down, just a chance for us to go over the current standings for the California Developmental Football League, the California Rogue, the Sacramento Wildcats, and the Central Coast Barnstormers, all in first place, still undefeated, and 49ers are trying to hang right there coming into this game at 2-1, and now it looks like the injured player, number 87, Kyle Lucier, is up and walking off on his own accord, so that's a good sign.
So now 2:16 left here in the first half. The last time the Vipers offense was out, they had the 53-yard touchdown pass. A good use of the play action, something they really haven't used most of the game. Now let's see what they're going to do here.
And they've got Mike Ortega in as one wide receiver, and he switches with number 32 at the other wide receiver position.
David Alvila. Hard count got him. Good job by Gregory Smith. They're using the hard count. Oh, and it's coming against the Vipers.
Yeah, because one of the players for the 49ers jumped, but there was no contact, and he got back. I was kind of surprised to see the flag, so it was the movement that pulled him offsides. That's going to back up the Vipers 5 yards.
And that's not the way you want to start a drive, especially when you need a score here going into halftime. By backing up, it's 1st and 15 on their own 34-yard line. And it's going to be a handoff out to the left side, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, pushed out by 3 different red jerseys.
And that was number 14 on the carry. Demario Austin almost looked like he bobbled the handoff. Able to secure it and at least able to get out of bounds, stop the clock with 2:10 remaining. And I was a little bit surprised that number 80, Darren Jones, was not in at wide receiver for the Vipers.
Yeah, he's over on the sideline right now, so looking like they're more power formation with these guys out there.
Yeah, exactly. 32, he was ready, and that's why he's in there. Go in there and make a block, son. He was coming in motion back towards the actual line and then just cut up before the ball was snapped, so that's going to back up the Vipers another 5 yards.
Yeah, that's David Avila. So 2nd and 13 now.
And Jones over on the sideline, walking just a little gingerly, so maybe he's banged up.
So this is 2nd and 18 on the 31-yard line, closing in on that 2-minute mark.
And now Dion Ingram, number 8, is split out wide at the wide receiver spot, along with Mike Ortega on the near side.
Free play. Tossing it up down to Ortega. And he, cannot come up with it.
Yeah, pretty good coverage there by number 24, Damon Bonner. But Ortega actually went up for it and had a chance to maybe come down with it, just couldn't secure it on the way down. Here you're going to see it on the instant replay. Smith just fires it up, and there you see Ortega almost able to get in behind the cornerback there on the coverage, but couldn't secure it as he fell to the ground.
So 2nd and 13. Minute 48 left on the game clock.
That was Dominique Rose Jr., number 10, the defensive end who jumped off sides.
Now it's crucial here for the Vipers to get 5 or 6 yards and make that third down, third and manageable, especially down by 2 scores. Play action.
Good protection.
Floats it up. Oh, trying to get it to Creamer, and Brett cannot come up with the catch. Interesting, though. He went to Brett Creamer. Looked like it was his first option, but if he would have looked down a little more, Gabe Brewer, the wide receiver, he was about 5 yards up, and he had his man beat. Nobody to the sideline. He do a little float pass over there. That's a first down and some.
And Creamer was covered by number 27. Derek Bannerman was right there. And then the way Smith threw it, it was almost like a jump ball. Very dangerous pass. Vipers lucky that that ball wasn't picked off.
Yeah, and you know, Gregory Smith had time to throw, too. He wasn't really under a lot of pressure. His offensive line giving him time to throw.
Well, you got Jones back in now, wide receiver, so he's ready to go.
3rd and 12 on the 37-yard line. Play action. Gets away. Oh, he gets pulled down to the ground, and that's sacked. That's Kareem Fawal. With the sack. Oh, I'm sorry, 77.
Kyle Warner.
There we go.
One of the Warner brothers. You got Kyle and his brother Andrew, the number 90. Kyle Warren last week was the leader of the game in that victory by the 49ers over the East Valley Bandits.
Yeah, now they're going to bring out the punting unit.
So still plenty of time for the 49ers to get on the board here.
Yeah, they have 2 timeouts left with 1:32 to go here in the first half. And the 49ers receive the ball.
And you got Ronnie Isles back there.
Yeah, how crucial would that be? 49ers get a score here, then they go in, they get the kickoff at halftime.
And they just took Isles out. Now they bring in number 30 back to receive the punt.
Tyrone Robinson.
One of the defensive backs for the 49ers.
Oh, and they get a piece of the punt. But it gets a favorable bounce for the Vipers, and it goes out at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Kyle Warren just missed that. Good penetration. Again, almost blocked the punt. Not sure. He might even got a piece of it.
So 1:03 left. 2 timeouts left for the 49ers. Plenty of time with the way they've been using that spread formation and the shotgun.
And let's see here if they're just content to run the clock out up 23-7, as you said, or if they're going to go for more. But if you do, you risk the turnover.
You know, if I'm the 49ers, I'm going for it here. You got 1:03 left. Put some more points on the board because you get that kickoff at halftime, and you can really extend the lead and kind of put it out of reach to where it's a lot harder for the Vipers to come back.
Yeah, I'm with you, too. I keep playing. CDFL, baby. Let's put points on the board.
We saw that last week when the Marin Pride came in here. Like I said, it was 21-7 and went 28-7. You can kind of feel the momentum, like, okay, this game's getting a little out of reach. But Marin just kept, putting the hammer down. That's what they did. But Napa doing a good job. They stayed in that game and gave it all they had all the way to the end. So it looks like John Bueno Armiel's back under center. Looking to pass. Floats it out. And it's caught. And that's a good catch there. By who else? Isles Jr., and he gets out at about the 40-yard line. That's going to be good for a first down. Ronnie Isles Jr. just doing it all today.
Boy, that was excellent defense by Kane Elliott, because what Isles likes to do, and we saw him, once he got to the outside, he makes that cut to the inside to try to get the defenders to stop and then beat you around the side. But that time, number 11 not fooled at all, as we'll see on the instant replay. So Armio, just a little toss there. Good grab by Isles. See, he tried to make that dip to the inside, but the defense not fooled. And there you see number 11 getting over there, Kane Elliott, the free safety, to finish Isles off.
Yeah, and I think there's an injured 49er, and I believe it might be Isles Jr. over there on the sideline, as the training staff's over to help him.
Well, he took a pretty good shot, and even before Elliott got to him, there were 2 other Vipers who got their hats on him.
Actually, I think I see Ronnie Isles. He's taking a knee over there, or is that a 6?
The other 6.
The other 6. And this is not looking good. Everybody's on the knee. You see Salvador and Mike Smith from the Vipers showing some classy sportsmanship over there, just making sure he's all right. And
yeah, it's not Isles. I can see him over. He's practicing his moves on the sideline.
I wonder who's down. Maybe somebody got rolled on. It was kind of a little dog pile. Hopefully it wasn't somebody, a spectator, just on the sidelines waiting to come in. Kind of we saw with Sean Payton a couple years ago. What was he? Tore his ACL, got rolled up on the coach for the New Orleans Saints.
I think it might be one of the Viper players because you got Saldivar over there and another Napa player. I think it might be Kane Elliott. So I'm not going to be surprised if it's a white jersey coming up off the floor.
You're absolutely right. It is a white jersey.
And that's nice to see some of the 49ers over there too, slapping hands with the injured player.
And he's going to be, cannot see the number, but it looks like they're heading to the locker room. So that's not a good sign, but at least he's up under his own power.
I'll tell you, and those 2 trainers for the Vipers, they've been getting their workout today.
Yeah. It's getting later in the season. It is the 4th week of the CDFL season, so those little nagging injuries could play. Just get hit the wrong way. Oh, now here comes the cart.
All right, looks like we're ready to go here.
1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. 54 seconds left here in the first half.
54 is going, hey, what about the rest of you? I went. That's because it was on 2.
Luis Villanueva. The offside's called. I'm sorry, false start.
But that offensive line, boy, they've done a great job thus far in this game for the 49ers.
Rolling out to his right, looking deep. And, good catch there by Jesus Flores. And who else?
Kane Elliott
with the lick.
Boy, you got Kane Elliott and Nelson Saldivar, and we'll see it on the instant replay. You catch a pass deep in the defense, you're going to get hit. Boy, nice catch there by 31 hanging on to it, and there you see the nice hit by Kane Elliott.
Dropping back to pass once again. Looking deep, and this one's overthrown. Looking for Jesus Flores once again.
Excellent coverage there by Damian Fisher, the little cornerback.
So 29 seconds left on the game clock. 3rd and 1 on the 49-yard line. 2 timeouts.
Good pass there by Bueno Armio. If you're going to miss deep.
Yep. So 3rd and 1. Let's see if they want to take one more shot down the field. Then they can try on a 4th down, just punch it over and go get that 1st down. Or vice versa. Get the 1st down here, then keep going. But I think they're going to try to take another shot downfield with 3 wide receivers up top. But watch the delayed handoff. Zips it over the middle. An incomplete pass intended for Juan Rangel.
Yeah, and he was open. He just missed him, too. Just a little bit underthrown. That'll stop the clock.
24.8 seconds. 4th and 1.
And the 49ers, I believe, still have 2 timeouts remaining.
Mm-hmm.
So they might just run it here, get the 1st down.
All 3 wide receivers up top. Keep an eye on Benjamin Knight, though. We've seen him break a couple big runs today from that same exact spot on the delayed handoffs. Quarterback keeper rolling out. He gets the 1st down. Goes right into the Viper defense. Whistle's blown. That's good for a 1st down. Clock is stopped while the chains are moving. Here comes an instant replay for you guys.
And pretty good ball fake here by Bueno Armio. fakes it tonight, and then just trying to get to the outside, easily picks up the first down before he's met by a host of Vipers, led by little number 2, Damian Fisher, the cornerback, coming up to lead the charge for the Vipers, but not before 49ers get a first down.
So the 49ers will use their second timeout, and with that, we'll throw it over to commercial. Be back with the end of the second quarter after this. So we're back now. 17 seconds left on the game clock. 1st and 10 on the 47. Bubble screen.
Double pass.
Oh, coming back and fooled me there. A little trickery from the 49ers.
Yeah, and Falwell, he was open deep. Really, it was one of the defenders coming in to break that up. I think it was number 12. Number 12 coming in, and that was Scott Primo that really put the pressure on 31 and kind of threw his rhythm off, unable to complete that double pass.
So 11 seconds left on the game clock, and man, these last 2 minutes of the second quarter have
been interesting,
very exciting.
It's been a good game the entire first half, but a lot going on here in the last 3 minutes. And Vipers, while they're still in it 23-7, obviously they've missed a couple opportunities to close the gap before the end of the first half.
Yeah, those 3 turnovers really proved costly. 2 of them have come back to bite them. Throws this one deep. Nobody is there. Incomplete. 5 seconds remaining on the game clock.
Yeah, good job by Bueno Armio, the quarterback as well. Just threw it up, but made sure that he threw it deep. If anyone's going to get it, it's going to be your guy, not one of the defenders. And he was going for 17 again. That's Kareem Falwell. And, boy, he's really running a lot of patterns here. 50-yard sprint, come on back. 50-yard sprint, come on back. He's waiting for halftime.
Well, keep your eye. Look who just walked on the field. Ronnie Isles, Jr., number 1. So maybe they're going to try to get him a play here. Find the end zone for that young man.
Yeah, I think with Isles, I just line him up back in shotgun. Hike him the ball, see what happens. He's either going to score or that's going to be the end of the half.
They have him in motion. And now he's going to cut up field. Oh, and there's a tackle. Flips back. Little oop-de-oop. And they can keep it going. And that will end the first half. Look at that little Cal Stanford trickery going on there. So halftime score, the San Jose 49ers lead 23-7 over the Napa Valley Vipers. Greg, your takes from the first half.
Well, again, we mentioned this at the start of the broadcast that really you've got to make sure that you control the turnovers. And really the difference in this game have been the turnovers. Vipers, though, still hanging in there. And what I really like about the first half, the Vipers have shown they can move the ball. There is a passing game. And I think if they continue to give Gregory Smith opportunities to get the ball deep to Darren Jones, that's going to give him a chance in the second half. And I also think the more they get the passing game going, that's going to open up the run game a little bit more. Should be an exciting second half. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be right back.
And you heard it here, folks. So we're going to go to commercial break. Be back in the second half after this on CoachesAid.com.